yesterday and come off a pretty important practice. We had another one this morning. Then this is a little bit of a breaking point for us. We're not quite out of camp mode, but starting to get near the end. So the players will be off tomorrow. They will not. We won't practice at all. They'll train a little bit lift and meet, but we'll transition back into our last two practices before we get into game week and start giving a little bit of attention to our first opponent. So we're kind of a little bit of a turning point right now. But the big thing is it's a perfect time for us to let you see this facility, first class. Enhanced Family Performance Center has just been just delightful to be over here since January. We've thought it was going to be outstanding. What we've learned about it, it's one of the best in college football, certainly. So it's been a real asset that way. Hopefully, as you entered, you get a little sense of the tradition. We want the tradition, great traditions of Iowa football, to be reflected, and hopefully you get a sense of where it is we plan on going right now. And I think basically everybody that's been involved has really been excited about being in here, and it's interesting with every phase that we go through. The summer conditioning now, we've gone through summer camp. The benefits of building just, I think, get accentuated with every turn, so that's been great. And, whether it be the players, recruits, and certainly the coaching staff, support staff, we've all really enjoyed that part of it. Just going back to when this whole thing got started, our objectives were fairly simple, at least from our standpoint. First of all, we wanted a building that's going to be first class, but not opulent. We looked at a lot of different buildings around the country. That was a real fun experience to go through. So all kinds of different places, and again, I think we really captured what we felt was important from that standpoint. Next thing we wanted to build is going to be very functional, and I think this thing's functional at every turn. I think you'll see that as you go through. A lot of thought and planning by smart people went into that, and a couple of them are here with us, so they'll comment on that. And then the other thing you'll notice, there's a lot of space devoted to strength and conditioning. As you know, that's been a fundamental building block of our program. 16.5 years ago, that was one of the main things we wanted to build off of, and I think that's obviously accentuated as you go along.